Hello, everyone. Is the music loud today? It feels loud today.
Sounds loud on our end.
Yeah. It might have been because I was rocking out to K-pop Demon Hunters before. No, don't go.
Can't wait for the sing-along. It'd be so fun. Your stuff gets in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is it still tracking for tomorrow?
Yes.
Nice. Did you tell Chad about that?
I did. Okay. Yay, the closed captions are working today. Maybe.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do
What?
you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh.
Okay, hear me out, y'all. Spouse said, Cake Pop Demon Hunters, and I can't stop thinking about the idea.
You know, I'm here for it. Hi Silicons, thank you for redeeming first smoothie time with the second, and Allison with the third. Hi Raccoon, Petrichor, Sharon, Belzy, welcome in. Great idea. Cake pop while watching K-pop. Best of it all. Smoothie, what color would you like for your paper star? That sounds great, right? And focus. No, why? You're so good. Absolutely no problem with having that sort of thing read out loud. Oh my gosh, I think I listed in the hall. No, it's right here. Okay. So, Smoothie, let me know what color paper star you would like. Pink is an option, yes. I have, like, hot pink, and I have, like, lighter pink. Do you have a preference? Is that just a tumbleweed Pokemon? Sure. Okay. My bot's not on. No one screamed. It's not on yet. It's the cake box. Yum. Yeah, right? It's not on yet. It's loading. It's loading. Hot pink. You got it. And it's on. Scream till your heart's content. I need a good scream today. I feel that. I just screamed. Must scream more. Yay! I caught the tumbleweed. Congratulations. Can you just imagine calling that Pokemon out? You're like, go tumbleweed, and it just like rolls across the the arena. Everyone just kind of stands there and is like, you've been pretty productive? I love that. I did a good amount of like cleaning before stream. I'm trying to get more stuff done again with well, keep saying vacation, but it's not really a vacation, you know? It's very short, it's very stressful. It could do some serious damage to a car, true. Oh no! What kind of theft, Sly Fox? I hate that for you. Smoothie, here's your pink star. Thank you again for your resub. You are in my jar. Okay. I may have been working on something off stream that I need to do some assembly on for our weekend movie. If you haven't heard, I'm going to the movies for the first time in like 10 or 11 years. When? When? Which Star Wars is the one where we first meet, or no? Which Star Wars is the one where Han, you know? What's the name of that one? Is that the movie that he... James, what was the last Star Wars movie that I saw in theaters with you?
I don't think it was Rogue One. It might have been...
It was either when Rey was
I think
introduced...
it was the first one with Rey.
Or it was when... When does Leia...
That's the second one. No, that's the third one. That's the last one they did.
Is it? Is that also when Han...
Han, I think, dies in... Sorry, spoilers. I think that was the second one. I think she floats in space in the third. It's hard to remember.
Force Awakens feels right. Okay, so if I saw The Force Awakens in the movie theater, and that was the last one I saw, it's been 10 years. It's been roughly 10 years since I've gone to the movies. I haven't been since. That was the last one that we saw back in Jersey. In that little...
Now we're going to a sing-along.
We are. Oh gosh, good for you, Georgina. I love that.
You're very warm.
Yeah, no, you know what that is?
Lotion?
Yep. Yeah, I might go wash my hands. 'Cause it feels like it'll be... Well...
Are you working on who I think you're working on? Do they know yet?
No. So I had like the thing, I needed a little lotion before, and like one of the things, like the Eucerin bottles was like still super full, and I'm like, I'm not throwing this out. So I cut the top off and I scooped out all the stuff, and that's why my hands are lotiony.
Got it.
And I'm like, but I don't want my hands to be lotiony.
The last movie I saw. The Marvels, I thought the Marvels were pretty good. I thought it was underrated. They got a lot of flack that it didn't deserve.
I might have mentioned it, but they haven't seen it. Is that all his parts? Back feet, thingy, tail. Yeah. Look at him! So I didn't want to go out and get any, like, here's the thing.
Hold on real quick. Petrichor. I'm not necessarily, I didn't necessarily like Brie as much, but I liked who played, who was the girl who did Ms. Marvel? Like the Pakistani girl who wanted to like copy her. I really liked her character a lot.
So I was like looking at him's, right? And he's definitely a darker blue. Not quite that, but he's a darker blue. Everybody's been doing his patterns in like a really light blue. And maybe I should have done this color to be closer. You can't see my mouse.
I think the color you have is pretty close.
Yeah, but look at this here where like the light's shining on him.
Because like a lot of the scenes that you see him in are darker scenes.
Yeah.
So, you know, you should look at the scene that he's in the very last, at the end of the movie.
I did.
When he's on top of the building.
I did.
Because that's him in daylight. You don't really see him in daylight.
Do I not have it saved? It's because he glows? Yeah.
That too.
Look. Head empty. No thoughts.
You bring a flower pot with you.
Oh yeah, there's the ooh. Wait, look at this. Look at what I paused it on. There's a little video. Yeah, there's the... There's nothing behind those eyes. Not a thought. Oh, you watched it with Nathan? What did he think? Right, so, I mean, could I maybe have found a better color? Yes. Did I already have this yarn? Also, yes. So, go me for, like, you know, using yarn I had instead of going out and buying a bunch more. Anyway, this pattern, let me get a link for you all. Recycling, this is actually some of Norman's body color. But let me, hold on. I'll minimize that real quick because you're all that I think. So yeah, he's coming with me. I have a wig coming tomorrow. We'll see how I feel about wearing it. I might be embarrassed. I might be shy. Here's the pattern. If anyone wants to see, it's actually, is it still on, it's on sale right now. So instead of $5, it's $3.70. It's a super cute pattern. Excuse me. So obviously I'm not done. I have to add like the yellow. I have to sew his little, it looks like a little mustache until it's sewn down. He's got a little mustache, no question. Oh, his ears are in the bag still somewhere. Or they might still be in the living room. They're still in the living room because I've been working on him while like watching baseball and stuff like that.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh.
James should wear the wig if Megan won't. Have a Stardew concert. That's so fun. Well, so James and I we have this outfit basically ready to wear. Wish, let me know what color paper star you would like. Orange, you got it. Yeah, we basically, I'm like, this is super easy to do. We don't need to do anything crazy. Like, it's just, like, we have these items in our wardrobe already, kind of thing. I have a wig coming. I'm not dyeing my, listen, do y'all want to know a secret? Thank you for the bits, James. My hair's a virgin. I've never dyed it. I've never bleached it. I've never colored it. It's also not long enough to achieve that look. When I eventually go gray, which is happening at an accelerated rate, thank you, health, I plan on dyeing it then. Like, I might try being a redhead. I might try being like strawberry blonde. I might try having purple hair, you know? Like, it's just gonna be... If my hair will take it... Yeah, exactly. If my hair will, like, actually... Because I know some people, like, for them, gray hair doesn't hold dye. If my hair holds dye, I'm gonna have fun, because I've never had fun with my hair like that. Like, a lot of people growing up, you know, experiment, try different colors, do whatever. A cute little light streak. Oh, I love that. Done semi-permanent ones? Yeah. Yeah, my hair is really dark. Like, I mean, you guys can tell, but like, it's dark except for all the grays. You see all the grays? There's definitely a lot of gray in there now. There's a hype train nearby. You're all that I think. Henna sticks great. They become super highlights. Ooh. We can blame Patch for those. Listen, we can blame a year of vertigo and then a year of hives, okay? Let's be real. Patch is just a small portion of it. He's like a couple. But like each day that I woke up with that, it was like another gray hair, just like ba-ting! Wish there is your star. You are now in my jar. Thank you. Smoothie, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, Hype Train. Welcome into the station. Choo choo.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh. Ugh.
Anonymous, thank you for gifting a sub to Sly Fox. Sly Fox, enjoy your emotes and ad-free viewing. Now I can scream at Will. What did Will do to you? Why are we screaming at him? Ha 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 ha. God. He's my nephew and he's 7. Probably deserve then. At least some of it. So the only thing with adding the color around his eyes. Do I have yellow blanket yarn? Do I have yellow blanket yarn? Because if not, I'm going to have to use regular blanket yarn, and that feels... Or regular yarn, I should say. Will Crusher deserve screaming at? We are 2 subs away from a sticker giveaway, and we're on the train now, so... All aboard. My tippa-taps! Yes. Hee hee, I helped. What did I order yellow blanket yarn for? I feel like I did. I know I have orange from Bingo. I don't know that I have, like, the colors I'm gonna want for him. I do have... Ooh, that color could work.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh. Ugh.
Helping the chew.
Thank you, Shay, for the 48-month resub. What color paper star would you like? Also, we're 1 sub away. 1 sub from stickers. We're on level 2. Purple? Sure thing. I have to cut up some more purple paper. Purple is a popular one. Hi, Mary. No worries. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Amazon thing. I reported someone for pattern theft. Oh, God. That's annoying. I originally, because the last time I had checked, this pattern hadn't been out yet, and that was on me for not checking again, because it was out. I had gotten a different pattern off of a different website, and I'm like, I should have just listened to my gut. I've contacted the website to ask for my money back, because and I even did the whole, like, grab a screenshot of the pattern and plug it in to make sure that, like, I'm not getting it from, like, you know, a stolen, right? Like, and I wasn't. It all linked back to the same designer. There is our anonymous gift star. I shall make Shay's purple one. This is the pattern. I tried this twice. This is the shape it makes. That is not the head. I can't that's not right. Nope. Mm-mm. That is definitely not right. Nope. The table behind me to my shoulder. Oh my gosh. Dramatic. Trying to sell it as a book of multiple patterns. You literally have on your Etsy wish list? Yeah. It's hard because, like, some places, because I've had things like that before, and one thing that I was grateful was that on this one design, this one person wrote, like, you know, authorized reseller, blah, blah, and then I went back to the original place and I looked, and sure enough, and I was like, okay. Okay. So it's like, yeah, it's very rare that it is, like, legitimate from multiple places. I have a very unrelated question. Will the snail shell ever fill up? Yes, it can. I don't have it. So, fun little fact with Snailbird here. Okay. I don't control how, like, the stuff in his shell looks. Because Snailbird, I drew. And it's hiding a bit jar from Streamlabs. Stream Elements? I don't know. One of them. So, those are subs and bits. So, like, if you right now cheered, like, 20 single bits, right? I can't do it. I can't cheer my own thing. But, like, if instead of doing, like, cheer 20, if you did, like, you can click on it and be like, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1. It will drop individual bits into this cup. If anyone cheers right now or does what, I'll leave it big like this. But you can see those are, here it comes. It's up at the top there. Ready? Blink. So there's the bit. And then all the little kitties are the resubs. Mm-hmm. And then the one that looks like my logo is a follow from the other day. So, like, the jar stays somewhat full. Now, if someone were to cheer, like, 5,000 bits, it, like, explodes. The bigger the bit, the more it weighs. So, if someone were to cheer, like, a really big, like, 10,000 or more. Or, I'm sorry, 1,000 or more. 10,000, I would crap my pants right here on stream. If someone were to cheer, like, 1,000 or more, it would, like, stuff would go flying everywhere. Yeah, the big one will splash out the other sometimes. Does the glass break? No, I would break. Oh my gosh, look at those emotes. Shay, here is your purple star. It's in the jar. Huh. And now it's in the big jar. So yeah. Snailbert is just a clever way. Hello? Hello? Do you not want to... There you go. Snailbert's just a clever way to hide the fact that it's a jar. Because it's not as cute. You know? But yeah, I can make them a little bigger so y'all can see. Yeah. Because otherwise it would just look like that sitting there. That's so fun, you had no idea? Mm-hmm. So yeah, like if someone subs, follows, or cheers bits, like a name will appear, and then like the thing will drop in. Oh, this yarn. I guess I can start assembly, and then on a stretch break I can go look for the yarn for eyeball stuff. If not, I think maybe what I'll do is use felt. You're my soda pop. Oh, you know what? My pins are in the... James? Psst. Psst, what you doing? It is Bernat Blanket. I wonder if I like did a test cheer of like a large number, if it would still explode everything. That'd be interesting. Oh, are you doing anything? Belzy, thank you for the 100 bits. See? Bits. There have been times where like we've had level 5 hype trains and people have been doing all sorts of stuff that the jar gets full.
Nothing I couldn't walk away from for a second. What's up?
Aw, aren't you cute? I'm gonna squeeze your little cheeks.
Okay.
In the living room,
Uh-huh.
2 things.
Okay.
Thing 1, my little purple square that has my pins and magnets.
Got it.
Yep, that's on the end table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thing number 2, on my cart,
Mm-hmm.
there are 2 ears in this color yarn.
Got it.
Ears are going to be the trickier thing to find.
Artie's in her bed and Pippin's in her box.
Well, Artie's not going to be in her bed anymore because you went in there.
No, she didn't move.
Oh, I know. Look at
Pins,
you.
ears.
Wait. Haha.
Love you.
What are you drinking?
My lemony thing.
I'm like, it's citrusy. Thank you. He's cute. I'm going to keep him. Yeah. Hey, James. What did you say about her soundly sleeping? Hey, James. Hey. Hey. What did you say about her sleeping? And she was very soundly sleeping? She didn't move, right? Hi, gorgeous. Come fetch your problem, child. Hi. Oh no, the nearly slept through the stream. What will people do without me? Thank goodness Dad woke me up and let me know. I know he didn't actually, like, you know, disturb her. She's very much like a dog in the sense that, like, okay, she was off and sleeping. I was cleaning, like I said, before stream, so she didn't really want to be around. She's like, no. But then she got all cozy, and then someone came in the room, and she's like, oh, we're doing something? Bet. Let's go. Oh, I love you so much. She's like, no, don't. Ew, Mom. You're embarrassing me. So one of the things that, like, my parents have been doing since they're gonna be moving up here is they have been, like, looking at houses for us too. Yes, we live in a house. Yes, it's lovely. Could we maybe do with something a little bit bigger when we want to have kids? Sure. Or in an area that has sidewalks, because we don't? Sure. Are we actively looking to move? No. But, like, my parents like to send stuff, right? It's fun to look. And they actually sent, like, they'll send me, like, one a day. And normally I'm like, yeah, okay, interesting. And they sent me one today, and even James and I, both of us were like, he was like, if they have an open house, I'll go to it. And I was like, honestly, though, like, same. Like, it's nice. And based on, like, how much our house is supposed to be worth, doable. Like, we'd have to pay on it. We wouldn't get it, like, 1 for 1. But it has, like, 3 bedrooms, a basement that's finished. It has, like, a sunroom. It's really nice, right? I was teasing James. It's a 2-story house with the basement. I said, plus, the nice thing is, I said, every pet gets their own level. I said, the girls can have upstairs, Maple can still be a basement gremlin, and Patch has the whole main floor. I mean, if you ask me, that makes sense. But if my office is in the basement, that means that the gremlin who interrupts stream time would be Maple instead of Artie. That's some big brain energy. It's a really nice house. And it's also only 10 minutes from ours, which is nice because, like, I wouldn't want him to, like, have to travel more for work. It's right near, like, our vet. It's right near, like, the shops we already, like, it's nice. It's near. But it's just cute that my parents are like, look at this one. It's got, like, sidewalks and, you know. Yeah. Like, the yard isn't fenced, but all the neighbors' yards are fenced, so you could just ask to tie into theirs and make your yard fenced in, too, in, like, conjunction. Oh, James, are you listening? You're the reason I don't finish any projects on stream, man. He's not. But it's also sweet because, like, the house was built in 88, and only one family has ever lived there. Which was a lot like my childhood home that we had to leave. Or we didn't have to, but... that my parents sold after my brother and I moved out. I mean, you have to convince James of that. Aye. The crafting space is also already painted kind of like teal, so... Oh my gosh, so speaking of the cats all needing their own freaking space, let me tell you about what Maple did last night. Because he was a jerk. Look at this turd. First of all, they were doing great. He's over here drinking Pippin's water. Like a gremlin. He's like, I'm gonna drink this. And then, like, I'm trying to let them sort things out on their own a little bit more. Like, she's aware of him. So, like, I didn't want to interfere. I wanted her to tell him to stop instead. And, like, he smacks her in the face. And then he actually, like, got some fur with that second smack. Like, you can see it on his clothes. I'm like, dude! And I know it's all normal cat behavior, they're pecking or all, like, I get it. But I'm like, bro. Rude. Not nice. Not good manners. Right? He's a butt. I know. He's very rude. Artie's like, you know what else is rude? I'm sitting here, and you are not petting me. Such a bully. He really is. Oh no, I brought the scissors into the other room. Okay, 1 second. Watch chat. Make sure they behave. Were they good? Misbehaves. Most of them were good then, huh? Oh, okay. Bye. Oh, she's eating. She says snack time. Yeah. Come on. Oh, remember remember how I told you all that I've been working on getting, you know, the cats, well, Maple and Pippin a little bit more used to the cat carriers and like, you know, I guess like not freaking out as bad. So Maple has been like denying it spectacularly, let's be real. So last night I was like, no, you're getting in there one way or another. So like his cat carrier has like a front door and like a top door. And so he didn't want to go in through the front one, and I was like, fine, but you're going in. And so he went in through the top instead, and then he kind of just like sat there, and I pet him for a while before I let him go. And you know, he got treats and everything, but it was really, I was so impressed because like in the past, me forcing him to do something like that would have resulted in him biting me or scratching me or something, and instead he was just like, but Mom, I really don't want to. Like, he didn't freak out, and I was so proud of him. I was like, yes, buddy, thank you. So, yeah, I mean, it's years of trust and everything like that versus when I know the date of my last tetanus shot. Not everyone does. Because we were trying to get him to the vet, I think for like the second time, like for the recheck of like his ears and everything like that. Because he was really gross when he came in. He was really sick. And I was like, oh, I got this. And I tried to like get him in the carrier, and he panicked and he bit me and he broke skin like it was a decent chomp. And so I had to like, luckily he had already had the rabies shot, so I didn't need to get like anything with that. But because, you know, it's still like a puncture wound, they were like, when was your last tetanus shot? And I'm like, I don't know. So I got one of those in like 2021. that one, like, that's like one of, I hate those like muscular ones, like the ones that are like, they hurt. So yeah, he was supposed to go to the vet, and instead I ended up at urgent care. Not quite the way the day was planned. Our wiggle butt in the carrier, she's fine sleeping in it, but that's another situation, yeah. For an apartment evac or something, yep. That's why I try to practice with them at different times, too. Like, random time. I mean, mostly right now I practice with them, you know, after meals. But that's how you start. You start doing it, you know. Like, you don't have to do it just, like, randomly. You can just start by doing it. That was 2021. They do. They hurt for a very long time. But it's still important to get. It didn't really hurt too much when they did it. It was after. So those who, like, are nervous about shots and things like that, it wasn't so much the actual shot as it was, like, after. You're just like, oh my gosh. Felt like last year. Time is wild. Oh, y'all want to see another pattern that I found when I was looking for like one to make with Derpy? This is like in my favorites now. Look at this. Sorry, this is just random. I don't know why I thought of it. It's ADHD. Look it! I was like, this would have been such a good Derpy too. Like, obviously color changes, pattern changes, but he needs that big, wide, flat face. But I was like, no, this absolutely gives... Like, look... Yep, that's exactly it, Petrichor, is they were like, do you know the date of your last? And I was like, absolutely not, just give it to me. I would much rather just have it. But I was cracking up at this. I'm like, this is adorable. It's also a lot more work than the one that I did. But I loved it. I was like, yeah, you can go on my wish list. I want to make you at some point. Yeah. Are you going back in there? Oh, okay. I thought you were going back in the living room. Like, she just left me alone. Don't wake her up. Don't call her back. I was telling chat about the house. Yeah. I don't know if you heard, the same family has lived in that house since it was built. Oh, wow. Yeah, so it was like when we moved out of my childhood home, like, just one family raising a family. I'm like, love that. Ooh, nice smoothie. Wait, there's a fallen trash can. Yeah. What's that? I didn't put any wire in this. I don't know that I want to either. I'd like for him to be squishy. Huggable, you know? He will be my squishy, yeah. Oh, I should ask you all this. Oh, a pipe cleaner. That could work. Thank you. They're my favorite scissors. I've had these for, like, ever. They're non-stick Fiskars. Which are amazing as they sound. In other words, I can cut like really sticky tape and it like doesn't, like, I don't have to clean gunk off of here. Like, if any sticky residue gets left on, like, literally you can just like wet paper towel, wipe it right off. They're the best. These are like my everything scissors. I will use them for everything. Like, they're sharp enough that I can, you know, do this. Right? But I can also take, like, a box, like an Amazon package, and, like, you know? Ads are about to play. Evidently, it's been an hour. So, I am going to, on this stretch break, go and look to see if I can't find blanket yarn in the colors I need for his eyeballs. And I'll grab a pipe cleaner too. So it's a great time now to get a snack, a drink, use a bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, do what you gotta do. And then we'll be back. We'll keep working on him. When he's all done, the plan is to sew Rumi's sweater up. That's the second K-pop Demon Hunter project. And then the third one, if we get there, is going to be working on the cross stitch. So that's kind of our plan for the day, if you're wondering, when I was like, multiple K-pop Demon Hunter projects. Yes. All right. Let's play some words on stream. I'll be right back.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Thank y'all for sticking through ads, Nat. Thank you for the 58-month resub. Holy moly. Hello? What color paper star would you like? Also, I found the yellow. Didn't find the mustardy color. So that's going to be next stretch break, but I have the first layer for his eyes. Green, you got it. Well, what color? I have lime green, regular green, and dark green. Now you're looking at non-stick scissors. You're welcome. Sorry, I don't know. I'm closing a lot of windows while I wait for Nat to tell me what color. Okay. Definitely both. Okay. No more hiding, I'll be shy. So I was doing the side with the seam so that it would be like closer to the body, but now I'm realizing I should probably turn it like this. Yeah. I don't want to see it, you know? I also didn't get the pipe cleaner. I did pee also on the stretch break, so, you know. You got an armadillo? I love that. Which one did you get? Evidently there's two different ones. They're both kind of fleshy looking. Like the coloring. The more brown one. The Highland cows! The Highland cows are so cute. Comes to closing it, it's the struggles. Yeah. No, it does make sense. Magic rings with blanket yarn suck. I definitely recommend making them smaller. Yeah, oh no, they suck. They suck. Making them smaller so that there's less to have to pull. I do know some people who will use, like, a normal string, if you will, and they crochet into that, and then they pull that closed instead, and then you just have to tie off, like, the normal yarn, because it is a nightmare. It's mostly because the yarn is, like, it's not really yarn. Like, that's it. Like, it's fuzz over top of, like, basically nothing. And so it's really difficult to, like, have that do what you want. Let me make Nat's screen. It's fluff on a thin string, yeah. The other option, have you ever done not a magic ring? Have you ever done, like, a chain ring start? As regular yarn, yeah. Like, you can hold this like this, and then you take your blanket yarn and you would, like, crochet into this. And then, like, you cut that, and then you, like, basically pull these two, and then just, I mean, you could even just, like, knot. It depends on what you're making. If you're making a blanket, you don't necessarily want to knot it. If you're making an amigurumi, it's easy to just, like, tie a knot. Yeah, that's the only other thing. Like, if you're doing 6 or more stitches into the ring, sometimes doing, like, the chain one is just easier. But yeah, blanket yarn, pain in the butt for magic rings. Sometimes you also just break the yarn, and you just gotta start over. Try to be gentle and pray it doesn't break. Yeah, that's honestly... that's kind of where I end up with mine most of the time. Is I do it my normal way. Like I said, I'll make the ring a little smaller if I can, and I just hope for the best. I want to make what the magic ring makes you halt. You can do it. I believe in you. Think of all the things you've learned how to do. You so got this. The same ones you have, but in pink dots. I can... That opening is like 5.5 centimeters. And this one is 3. I tend to use them like this. I keep my pinky out. That's normally how I use them. I don't put my pinky in because it does get squishy with the pinky in there. You're welcome. I found these on clearance at Walmart like a long time ago. And I was like, rainbow? Non-stick? They were like $4. And Fiskars are a great brand. And I'm like, done. I needed like a good this is when we lived in our apartment, so it was basically like 3 rooms. We had like our living room, dining room, kitchen, bedroom, and bathroom. And I needed something that like was okay for James to just like pick up and like use for whatever. Nat, here is your paper star. Thank you again for your resub. You are now in my jar. For under 10 with shipping, yes. There you go. They can be an expensive brand, which is why it's good to find... Is Kit Kat here? I don't remember if I saw them come in or not. How difficult are the African flowers square up to octagons? What do you mean? Like the African flower stitch? Or changing the shape? Hi Glenn, how are you? The stitch? Oh, Nat, it's a great one. It becomes very easy to do. Once you like have it down, that's what I made my temperature blanket in. It's great. I really like it a lot. There's like a center and then you work into it sort of like you do like granny squares and stuff. It's a nice stitch. You can actually, without even buying the pattern, I think if you just like search up African hexagon. Let me see. I'm pretty sure that you can just... Here's a tutorial. You don't even need to buy a pattern for it. So if you want to try it and see how it works up. Where did my thing go? Here we go. But you can kind of see here how like it's 2 double crochets 6 times into a magic ring with a chain in between, and then you work 2 sets of double crochets with chains into that chain space, and then you work 1 2 3 4, you work 7 double crochets into that chain space. So like that's the part that you can just like breeze through in my mind without having to really look. Because you're just feeling for those chain spaces. And then this is single crochets around the edge and a drop double. So you're dropping down to pull up this space in between. And then these are either doubles or half doubles around, I don't remember. With like, again, an increase in the corners, if you will. So nice. It's so good. I feel like this darker blue row is the only one where you have to kind of pay attention, because like you have to get that drop. But again, once you've done it a couple of times, it becomes very... Yeah. I'm excited for it now. Heck yeah. You'll try the chain ring method. Let me know how it works for you. And of course, anytime. I truly, like, one of my favorite things with streaming is being able to like answer questions live. Instead of like, you know, YouTube where like you have to... It's harder, I feel like, to explain things in like typing versus like conversing and showing. Thank you also for that unclench and quench. Everyone grab a drink and unclench your butt cheeks. I actually, my current project that I leave in my car, I haven't actually been able to start it yet because my doctor that I went to see has been pretty quick. And I also realized that I want to grab a alternating color. But this is literally, I have in my car crochet thread because I don't want to make it huge. And this is my pattern. It's a llama. He's so cute. So, so pretty, right? Oh, actually, look, this one's made with the Pretty Grape Fizz yarn. But Nat, this is probably like the same designer you were looking at for the one for your mom. I love this guy. Thank you. I had fun doing the mane and the tail too, because like I mixed the two colors together. Got this yarn that's really pretty a while ago. I want to make a blanket out of it. Uh-oh. Hold on. I didn't finish. And using it more skeins, want to get more. It's discontinued? Oh, heck. That stinks. Do I have a pattern to that, or do I have a link to the pattern? Yes. It's on my Ravelry library. Yeah, I was talking about this in another friend's stream the other day, that it's nice to still have Michaels, and we talked about this here too, but Michaels doesn't have as much as Joanne Fabrics did, like especially for sewing. Like yarn to yarn, they both have their own brand. They both have a decent variety. I do feel, and this is just my own Michaels is very small near me, that Joanne's had more. But you know, I'm glad to still have something. Like, okay, I'm just gonna throw this. That is the designer. She has so many different African flower critters. I love the Triceratops. I think this is one of the cutest little guys. There's a dragon. There's a Stegosaurus. Here we go. The pony's name is Fatty Lumpkin. I don't know why. But it is. So, oh look, they also have an ebook that has multiple sets of patterns. But yeah, this is the one that I bought. I have like a bunch of the other ones in like my favorites. Yeah. Yeah. I like the little sheep too. I think she's cute. But they're well-written patterns. I'm in a lot of danger. Always double check. Let me see if there's anything at the top. Sometimes they have coupons. There's also, they have a website too. I always double check like that there's not a sale someplace on their website, on their, you know, wherever. Like I know, for instance, Crafty Intentions has, like, if you buy like a certain number of her patterns, like you get like a discount. So like sometimes you can just like add a discount. The more you buy, the more you save. Welcome back. But yeah, the pattern itself is really nice. I would make another blanket in that pattern, but I would only make another blanket in that pattern with a color changing yarn or something, or one color. Like I would never do 4 colors in each hexagon again. That's too many. But I like the pattern a lot, and it's very pretty. Oh, that's nice. Not the thing getting stuck. There we go. No, Michael's definitely has a lot of stuff. I just wish that, and maybe it'll have more now. I don't know. It just feels like Joanne's had a lot more. Oh, all the way down at the bottom. They have... Oh, it says the publication is out of print. Oh, that's unfortunate. Never mind. It was all the way down at the bottom of it. Dang. Just kidding, I lied. Oh, that's extra weird. I mean, I know that, like, there are people who have, like, their own crafting stores. Otherwise, it seems like it was Michael's, Joanne Fabric, and Hobby Lobby. But I won't shop in Hobby Lobby. I will not support them. Otherwise, I feel like it's, at least here in the US, I don't know about other places. Boo, Hobby Lobby, yeah. And here's the thing. Remember, we talked about this once before. If it is your only place, I understand. I will not judge you. Like we were talking about with, like, Target and stuff, with people, like, boycotting Target. Listen, I understand not everyone can. No judgments on that. It sure is lockpick. I haven't been to the movies in 10 years. Like, to the actual theater. Because of my anxiety. Hell yeah! Oh my god! Wait, that was what I had to ask you all about. Yeah, people don't always have a say. People can't boycott everything. And I get that, and I will never hold judgment for, like, it's the only option. I got you. Anyway. I'm going to the sing-along, this weekend. My hubby and I got tickets, and we're going on Sunday. I found these emotes. Do we like them? I mean, I already have, like, already loading, so, like, I wouldn't do that one. But, like, I could do the Uno reverse card, I feel like. Like, should I get them for the stream? Thank you for reminding me, Lockpick. He doesn't look derpy enough. I mean, he's closer to, like, the style, I guess, that I do. Hi, Emily. My needle's stuck. Alrighty, so that's a no on those emotes. What the heck did I just do here? What did I do? I mean, I can try. You like mine? I wasn't gonna replace mine. I just was like, should I get those to add to? But thank you. Happy to be chilling, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I can attempt to draw him. What should he be doing? Like what? Because I have a bongo tap. I do not feel confident enough to do a dance like that first one that Lockpick did, which is freaking amazing. It doesn't have to be animated either. I just don't know, like, what's the... I mean, the only animated one I could think of is him blinking one eye and then the other. The eyes would be amazing. Animate just his paw. Or yeah, like that, Emily. I don't know that I can I make it bigger? Kind of. Hold on. Add to my emote things. A confused one. Or blank. You're welcome to like show me also an other emote. Like, I know Doc has the blank with like the little tiny eyes. Like, you're welcome to be like, I like this one. I'm just asked you a question. I'm trying to think of like what we don't have. You know? You can put one here. I don't know what it's for. You're welcome to put one in the Discord, but you're welcome to share one here. I don't have links blocked or anything, so. The mouth under eyes round 9. Okay. Oh my lord, why Etsy? Etsy and Amazon like to do that sometimes where you're just like, oh my god, that's a link. Damn. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a blank, no. I do have a bongo tab. No, I don't have a blank look. Cause like almost what I had paused it on before. Hi Emily. When I was working on this. Hold on. It's Wait, why isn't it playing? Oh, hello? Wait, where is it? Wait. I need to do something like with this face. I just I don't think there are any other, yeah. No, that one. This, but derpy. Oh my god. Rish smile, but it's Megan smile. It feels like a really eager yes face. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, I could almost see this, like, being that zoomed in too. Like, so that it's not the whole emote. Like, you're not getting, like, his whole face. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just awkwardly, like, really awkwardly close. And people are just like, oops. I still have that window open. And people are just like, what are we... Hello? Like, tell us more. Him with his tongue out with a note? Yeah. Okay, can I just tell you that tongue is a word that I spell wrong every time? I always go to put a U next to the O, and as soon as I start to write it, I'm like, nope, that's wrong. No U there. I don't know why. It's one that I do wrong every time, though. Oh yeah, like a lick emote. This is mine, lit. Because, like, I wouldn't want to have, like, a lot of emotes that aren't, like, my pets. Because I feel like that's what we're trying to do now. Like, there's a part of me that's been thinking about even redoing my, my Mrs. Glue-On emotes. Keeping those ones still. But, like, making like a cat holding a heart too. Because like right now, like I'm trying to make it not necessarily like if you look at all of my emotes, there's a lot. Like right now I have Norman as bit emotes, so you unlock him as you cheer. Except for the ready, which I have as a follower emote. But then all the others are cats. Or I guess I also have the fine and the flag one, the pride one, but they're animated, that's why. And then I have 3 little cactuses. So I'm working on, you know, making, like I showed you all the rough color work that I have for the Pippin, my first Pippin emote. Now that I've done like the rough in, I'm gonna try and, you know, do the more finished version. And then like after that, I kind of want to, like, I feel like I almost feel like Pippin could take over the Paisley emotes. Paisley's the cactus. Like with the heart and the awe and the laugh. We have a disproportionate amount of Artemis emotes. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Artie emotes. And 3 maple emotes. No Pippin emotes. Two patch ones. 1 Coco, 1 Pipsqueak. Like it's a hodgepodge. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, but hi Allison. I kind of want to try a theme. And I was working, like, you know how I had mentioned that I did, like, all of the little, like, reference imaging for all the cats? I started working on doing patch. And then, this is magical thinking, by the way. Some of you may have it with your anxiety. Some of you may not. I stopped working on the patch ones when he had his vet appointment coming up because my brain said if I start working on these in earnest, he's going to have major health problems and I'm never going to finish them because he, like... So now that all of his blood work, everything has come back good, I feel like, okay, let me work on adding him so that we can also have some patch emotes in the mix. So it's very much like, it's called magical thinking, where you think that if you do fill in the blank will happen. It can be seen with OCD as well. Like, oh, I have to touch this many times so I don't have a car accident. Like, whatever, it can be, it's not just like for one kind of thing. So now that all of his stuff came back, Today I learned about magical thinking. Hi, Have to Happy. You think you're jinxing it? Yep. When I was a kid, because I had I lost my grandmother, and this is gonna sound really weird. My grandmother and my pet, we had a dog growing up, the same year, and that was a lot for a 5-year-old to comprehend. That like two things that I love very much, I'm like, they're gone, and so it became very magical thinking of like, well, if I do this, this, and this before bed, everyone will be okay. And it kind of like, it morphs, it changes, you know? I don't really do that anymore. I've been able to kind of work on that. I actually found this artist who does like stories and comics and stuff like that. And I really appreciate her, the way that she like deconstructs things, because one of the things that she talks about is like religious, you know, not necessarily, and we're not going to get into like stuff, we're not going to get into trauma or anything, but talking about how like a lot of times in certain religions you're like taught this is how you have to like do stuff in order to be like get into heaven, or in order to be considered a good person, you have to follow the, and like you start to be like, oh my god, am I doing it right? Do I need to do it back? What if I wasn't sincere enough? Will they know that I was being sincere? I have to do it again. And it can kind of do that same sort of thing. And like seeing someone, I'm like, oh, because like there were times where I would be like, you know, oh god, what if the way that I did that, they're like, it just, it applies in a lot of areas. Like a lot of us have magical thinking in one area or another. It's just not all of us have magical thinking in the same area. The time I convinced myself I caused COVID. Oh my god. No, and the cancellation, like 5 other things around the same time because I accidentally thought and then they happened. Yes. The accidental thinking. Or like if you had a dream about something and then it happened and you're like, oh my god, I caused it. No. All of this to say you're not alone. And if you learned a new term today, this was a term that I didn't know until I was in like therapy later on in life. And I was like, damn, that explains a lot. It's usually something that already causes you anxiety that triggers the magical thinking. Yeah. Or it's something that was out of your control. And so you think, oh, well, like that was also part of the agoraphobia bit for me too, is like, well, if I leave the house, something bad's going to happen to my pets, or fill in the blank. It works in a lot of ways, and a lot of times, like you said, it can be like a response to us trying to make sense out of something that makes no sense. Like, does it make sense that we moved to this house and I had a number of pets pass away? No. There's no rhyme or reason. They were older. It happens. But did I blame the house? Did I blame us moving for causing their death? Yup. 100%. I was like, we moved to this house and that's why this happened. No, it's not. You know in your mind that it's not, but in your heart you're like, but what if? You try to make up a reason when there isn't one. To lower the anxiety. It's not usually something you're in control of. Your brain is like, let's give you something that you can control. Yeah, it's basically like you could not control this outcome, but you can control never leaving your house again. And it's like, okay, but that's not a good way to control this. Humans don't do well with things that happen without a cause. Mm-hmm. Yup. So yeah, like, not to, diagnose people, but if this sounds like you, look it up a little bit, do some research. If you have questions, I'll do my best to answer, though remember, while I am a licensed counselor, this is not a counseling space. I am not anyone's counselor, and I will not be doing any sort of thing. We're not working through issues here, but if you have questions, I'm happy to try and answer. I am not a doctor. About where weather comes from Zeus and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, lightning storms happen because the gods are angry at us. I have an appointment with a new therapist in 2 weeks. I hope that they work out well for you. Yes, Emily, you did. Uh-oh. That feels ominous. Was swollen, it looked bad yesterday. Got in touch with the doctor, squeezed you in, no infection. Okay, good. Good. An oral steroid or like a topical one? Either way, I hope that it's helping. Oral. Oh, yeah, steroids taste gross. Like, athletes who do steroids, I'm like, what? They're foul. That was like the worst part. Well, not the worst part. That was one of the worst things getting ready for my radiation treatment for my thyroid, was taking steroids, and you're just like, ugh, gross. Because they start to like almost dissolve as soon as like you put them in your mouth. I'm glad that you got in. I hope that it starts to relieve some of the swelling. Don't taste it as much that way. Boop. There's no nose yet to boop, but I have to get a lot of felt after all the assembly is done. Sitting here zoning out. No, that's okay. I feel like I broke everyone with the magical thinking. Giving French bulldog, yeah. I can see that. The mouth is like this that you can put teeth in there and a tongue. Ooh, that's exciting, Nat. Look, now I know I do this, I'm learning. Yeah. Sometimes just knowing that it's actually a thing that other people do helps. Because you're like, oh, okay. And sometimes even just like giving it a name, so you're like, no, I don't need to listen to you, you're just magical thinking talking. Helps. Like, whoo boy am I nervous about going away for this wedding. I'm terrified of leaving the cats, even though I know my neighbor's checking on them and taking care of them. Like, it's only a couple of days, but... That, and it's a long drive, you know? You still worry about them? Yeah. He'll be in my pocket. True. We really need to invent teleporters. I'm telling you. Like, listen, Star Trek, helping inspire the cell phone was great, but teleporters now, okay? Please and thanks. I would travel the world if I could teleport there and back. I could just, like, pop over to see the Great Wall of China and then pop back home. Done. But how long? You want me to spend how long on a plane? Absolutely not. Alright. Ads are about to roll. So we're going to take a quick stretch break. I'm going to see if I can't find this other color yarn for around his eyes. And then we'll be back. And we'll keep doing this assembly. Alright. I don't know. I mean, we would still find something to be anxious about, but still. A lot less. Because oh, well, maybe you can set up a way to, like, refuse teleportation from certain people, you know? You can, like, set up a buffer zone around you so that people can't surprise you. Alright. Bubba. Shut up, brain. It's quite rude. Alright. We just have one more part to attach. And then his head to his body. So I guess technically 2 more parts, but you know. Alright. One more ear. I'll be right back. We'll play some words. I'll see you in a few. Hooray, I found the yarn! Also, I don't know if you're still here, Georgina. I remember what I had this yarn for. It was for when I made Winnie the Pooh. Sitting here doing the logistics of teleportation while I brush my teeth. So yeah, I have these two colors, which I feel like are going to be as close as I can get with yarn to make his little eyeballs. And I got all my fleece, so we can do that too. So you know what's really rude? Artemis decided that she did not want to eat her wet food this morning. Yes. So I didn't have any pink yarn to make the inside of his ears. So I'm going to use pink felt for that. White felt to make his little teeth, a pink felt nose. So felt to just kind of finish out the face. Like felt. This kind. Felt sheets. Oh, did I? Whoops. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. What's being bogged down? Oh. Listen, no. If we're imagining teleportation, we're imagining it in, like, it's... You know. Perfect application. Listen, teleportation works in Star Trek. It also works in My Little Pony, okay? In very different ways. It'll be fine. Artie's back. Works in D&D. There you go. need to apologize. True. What if you could just teleport to an airport? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like you would have to, almost like we teleport to, like, a phone. So you have to, like, ping it first to make sure. You know? Yeah, celebrating is definitely tiring. All the birthday food, love it. Oh, Georgina, you are still here. I don't know if you heard me before. I realized what I had the yellow yarn for. It was when I made the Winnie the Pooh amigurumi. Oh, no, 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 no. Not this falling apart. Okay. Okay, I have... Artie, now's not a good time. See, you don't like people getting in your personal space. You can sit right there if you want. That's fine. But you can't, can you? You can't just sit somewhere? That's what I should do when I'm like, now's not really the time. I should just like annoy her the way that she... Okay, you want to be loved? I will love you. Hi, let me look at your face. Oh, yes, that's very good. Thank you. She's like, Mom, that was awful. Perry's at home. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see pictures. Hi, Luminary. How are you? Yeah, this is Artemis. She's the big helper. She just licked the inside of my arm. Sure thing. How are you doing? I hope that you aren't coming here to actually see what I was working on. I know they don't, but... I should lick her arm now. You're right. She would like it. Hi. Pets are always a stream bonus to see. Yeah. You didn't want to see the amigurumi I was assembling anyway when you can see a kitty butt. Right? Who wants to see Mama's work? There's a kitty butt. It's a kitty butt. Oh my gosh, that's a good chin scratch. Ma'am, you didn't eat your wet food this morning. That's prescription. That's expensive. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. There are things on your mat where you like to lie down. I'm sorry. Let me take 2 seconds and move it. Because I've been keeping my desk clean, so I actually can just take 2 seconds to move it. There we go. And move these little pliers that I've been using to pull the blanket yarn. Okay. There you go. Look at all this room you have for activities now. I have a cough drop wrapper to throw away. Look at how good that is. Look at how fast I could do that. Heck yeah. Oh, but see, Megan said bad words. Was able to wedge the little ripped piece under, and I just cut another strand. So now I just have more ends to weave in, which, you know, sucks, but at least the ear's getting attached. Look, come over here. Scoot your butt. Scoot your tushy. Right there. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Stay right there. Yeah, you love lying on crochet things. It's the best spot to lie. I agree. So Pippin keeps using Artie's cat couch. So I'm definitely going to have to make her one of her own. That's a good girl sitting where you're meant to. You can have some nice little scritchies for doing that. See, look. It's a kitty spot on the desk. Yarn is comfy. This used to be like this. I was working on, you can see, this is literally a strand. I was working on this blanket still. This was a scrap blanket. And when she first moved in, it was on that workstation. It had just been like, it was folded over. And she decided that that was her favorite spot to lie down. So I abandoned it. It's now her scrappy blanket. And it's on my desk now so that she has a spot to, like, this is where you're meant to go. I have thought about getting one of those, like, cat bed attachment thingies. You know what I'm talking about? Like the ones that you can attach to the side of your desk that your cat can then sleep on. Ham in a blanket? Are you a pig in a blanket? Ham. You wouldn't sleep on it though. Watch, it'd be where Pippin slept. Although Pippin's favorite spot to sleep is in a cardboard box. Alright. Ears attached. She says, Mom, stop what you're doing, please. I need attentions. She's so polite. I mean, as long as they each have a place to lie down, I'm okay with it. Oh, sorry. Did that make it itchier? Oh. Ow. You're scratching my hand, not your face. Because Pippin squeezes herself onto Artie's couch. Where did my phone? My phone's here. Like, Pippin's a big lady. She's a big girl, but... This was before I cleaned my desk up at the top. I've been working hard. Look at her. She squeezes in. Like, literally squeezes in. There's sometimes her back leg is kicked off, because, like... she's... grumpy. She's a grumpy girl. Yeah, this was this weekend. Remember, I was like, I've been cleaning. Artie came into the office and was like, Mom, why is stuff everywhere? What is happening? I've been working hard at organizing. Steal their bed? Yeah. As soon as you specify something for one pet, that's when the others are going to be like, I want it too. All the small stuff around her, she looks like a giant cat on a normal size couch. Okay. Stop splitting. Tell it, Artie. Say stop splitting. Oh my god. Tell it. Tell it off. You know those statues, like, there'll be pictures sometimes of animals lying in, like, a statue's lap? It's, like, sad. Like, she would absolutely, if there were, like, statues outside, have been the cat that, like, rubbed all over them to be like, I'm getting pet. Nope, stay on your blanket. Stay where you are. Okay? Oh. Yeah. See, lie down. It's very comfy. I know you've been itchy. I gotta put stuff on for you, huh? Mwah. You're so sweet. Oh, my goodness. I really thought that I was going to be able to finish Derpy and Roomy today. I mean, Roomy's done. She just needs, like, her sweater sewn. Listen, with you all around, maybe, but this is the third time, I believe, that I have had a special orange visitor. Which does kind of derail things a little. She's like, I never derail things, Mom, as my tail smacks scissors across the desk. See now this other house that I talked about? Well, offices are in the basement. Never mind. I was gonna say, James and I would have an office in the same area. So you can go bother someone different. Although, look at her. She's now lying down. Like, head down. Look at how clean my desk is. All that's on it. Star jar. Cough drops and row counters. My pins that I was using. Derpy. There's this paper star stuff over there. Oof, yeah, no, that's too hot. Yeah, she's being a really big helper. Just a baby. That spot shouldn't show any yellow. It didn't. There you go. Okay. Oh wow, that's weird hours for sure. I don't blame you. I wouldn't go out that late either. All the little fuzzies. Oh my gosh. her tail is just like... gently hitting me in the side over and over and over again. All right. Let me look at this photo one more time. What did I use this color yarn for? I don't know, but I'm glad I have it. Like, keep your tail on the other side of my arm, please, and thank you. She's like, wait, why? Why is my tail now on this side? Because I don't want you in my workspace, you stinker. But I must be free to express myself. Look at it trying to creep around. I don't know how people work with blanket yarn all the time on their amigurumis. Like, yeah, okay, it's cute, but the constant fuzz. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. worries. No such thing as late. 'Cause no one ever has to be here, so... No worries at all. Watching a movie on Netflix? Fun. I've never seen that one. I'm debating if I want to... I should probably just finish him. So I was like, should I also quickly sew Rumi's clothes? I'm in like a sewing versus cutting out felt sort of mindset. But Wednesday is good. Pics in Discord? Why not what? Discord, hello? Okay. A platypus? It should have come with a tiny hat. It's so cute. Eee. Oh, that's nice though that they sent one. Oh, because I was like, I should finish one project. You know? Do what you want, it's birthday month. Oh yeah, I guess so. It doesn't feel like it anymore. It is. It's a tiger from K-pop Demon Hunters. Tiger, cat, same thing. Just a bigger body. Oh, that's nice. It's lo-fi, so you're gonna get a bunch of different sounds. A lot of different music types. I just want to make sure that his head doesn't go on crooked. Yeah, if a song is ever too repetitive for anyone, let me know. I'm happy to skip. Because I understand. Oh! Whoops. I forgot I was trying out a mascara to make sure that it wasn't going to bother my eyes for the wedding. And what did I just do? Rub my eyes. Oh yeah. That's a good look. Okay. Hi, Kit Kat. Yeah. Almost done. And then I just have to do all the little felt pieces. No, no, you're good. It was a good opportunity to remind people that, like, if a song is ever really repetitive and you'd like me to skip it, let me know. Sometimes I don't notice it. Sometimes I do. And I know that, like, there'll be some people's streams that I'll literally have to mute with certain songs on because I'm like, I can't do it. I cannot. Or I'll be like, well, now it's time. It's a good time for a snack break or a bathroom break. Sorry, I know it's not like the best camera angle as I'm doing all of this, but I kind of have to like put him against me. And I feel weird like turning the camera for you to see that. So you can just see his little face. Yeah, this is definitely the camera angle. I mean, I guess that's not terrible. He blocks most things. Does anyone have any weekend plans? I'm going to the movies. Which I am nervous and excited about. Oh, you get your medicine over the weekend? $16 in September? Wow. I hope that that's a nice party. The house to yourself? Boredom? A long weekend? Gonna groom the dogs? Patch hasn't gotten a bath in a long time. Maybe after the wedding. Alright, what would you all prefer to see? Should I cut out fleece pieces to make Derpy's nose and mouth and all of that? Or should we just quickly sew Rumi's sweater together? Almost dinner time. No worries. Have a nice one, Glenn. Have a good weekend. I mean, I ate lunch a while ago. I'll have dinner after stream. Honestly, Allison, the way that it works, I'm going to cut out shapes and then glue them into place. Ooh, stir fry, yum. Like, the pattern has pictures of stuff to do. Nice. I'm going on Saturday or Sunday to the show. So nervous, excited. Pink. White. Oh. I gotta roll that white felt. A cat must have slept on it. White and black. That would be the only thing that I wish that they had, was like a cutting out guide for all the felt pieces. That's the one thing this pattern doesn't have. Yeah, it's almost 6 p.m. here. So I tend to take paper first to like cut out the shape. Except that way I can be like, I want this to be a little bit bigger. Oh no, I dropped my pencil. Okay. That way I don't really waste as much felt while I'm trying to get it exactly right. And then once I'm happy, I take my little paper pattern and stick it on my felt. Now this is not very fancy felt. You can definitely buy like thicker stuff.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh my word, Lumi. Hello. What's up? How was your stream? What were you getting up to? Thank you so much for the raid. It is derpy! Lumi, I'm going to the movies for the first time in 10 years this weekend. And we're gonna go see the sing-along K-pop Demon Hunters. Hi, Petrish! It's so nice to see you. So, we're making Derpy as like a little, just a little guy. I forgot to copy the pattern into a command, but I have it pulled up so I can get it for you if anyone would like it. It's on sale right now. So we've done all the assembly and now it's time for all the felt pieces to give him the rest of his, you know, the definition, if you will. Got a bigger house in Final Fantasy XIV, so we were interior decorating. Heck yes. I love doing that sort of thing. Well, thank you so much for bringing your friends over. I appreciate you. I will get you a raid star here in a second. How in the heck did I cut this? What am I doing? But for anyone who doesn't know me, welcome in. My name is Megan, and I am a neurodivergent variety crafter here on Twitch. What am I doing? I'm usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we also play games. We do other crafts like diamond dotting and, what do you call it? Miniatures. That's the word. I did play House Flipper. I liked it so much. Can I tell you something? And you don't promise not to judge me? Raiders, do you promise? I just figured out the reason that it's called House Flipper is because the houses that you buy to move into are the ones that you flip and sell. I kept thinking that we were just like helping people flip their homes or do work in their house. I didn't put it together until yesterday. So rage quit the game, flip the house, and then leave. Oh crap, ads are about to play. It was just one of those things that every time that I would ever see anyone play it, damn it, ads. Alright. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Sorry! Alrighty. Ads are wrapping up. Thank you all for sitting through them. Let me know as you're coming out when you're back. And again, my apologies for... I didn't realize that it was already like 6 o'clock. Time goes by fast when you're sewing amigurumis. I kind of like to think that the ads started just as I asked you all not to judge me. Like, you promise you won't judge me? Bye. But just in case the ads cut off what I was saying, I didn't really realize until yesterday that the house that you are like living in is the one, like, that's why the game is called House Flipper, is because you're meant to be flipping
I'm an arts
the
and
houses
crafts
you can
master.
buy.
Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh.
Hello? Liliana, thank you for that resub. You must have changed your name, maybe? I don't know, but thank you. Let me know what color you would like for your paper star. Lumi, I have to make you a raid star. Oh my god. Right back after the ads, and then it cut off. Oh, fabulous. Even better. But yeah, I didn't realize that it was like, no, you flip. No, you're just a lurky lurker? Oh my word, thank you so much. That's so incredibly sweet. Oh my goodness. Blue, you got it. I hope that you enjoy your lurks. I mean, you must, but still. K-A-T-R-I-O. So yeah, I figured that out. And then once I did, like, I already had enough money to buy, like, a second house. So I did, and now that I know that, like, that's the whole point, I'm like, I really want to play more. So we've been doing, what we were calling Tech Thursdays, where I stream every Thursday, like, a game. Either we try something new, or we play something, you know, Sims or what have you. Just because I like to play games too, and I feel like it's nice to, you know, mix it up a little like you do. But yeah, it was really fun. And then I was like, well, do I have to wait until I stream again to keep working on it, or it's dinner time? Have a wonderful dinner. And thank you. I'm, like I said, nervous excited about going to the movies. Alright, Lumi, there's your raid star. Thank you again for the raid. And Liliana, let's get your blue star. Okay. Oops. Alrighty. Blue star. Ham! Alright, so I cut out the earpieces. Right? So they're gonna go here like this. And honestly, I tend to use hot glue just because it dries quickly. You could use like a fabric glue if it was something that you wanted to be like more flexible or machine washable or whatever. But sometimes if I have to have like matching sides, I'll pin the pieces down just to make sure. And then I was trying to figure out him's nose. Being cute, wanting belly pets. No. Sweet baby. There's fabric hot glue? What? I'm gonna have to look into that. This isn't bad, but it's not symmetrical. And therefore... Raiders, we were just talking before the raid about any weekend plans. Let me know. You're gonna lurk? No worries. Thanks for coming over and saying hi. It was nice to see you. Feel free to let me know what everyone's got planned for the weekend. Alright. Which... Here's my cutie. Please ignore the random the random stuff up here. I don't know. This picture cracks me up. The designer has his nose being like almost a little heart. Like that. But his nose almost... So should it go like that instead? Like upside down heart? Or keep it heart shaped? 'Cause cute. Or just an oval, yeah. I think I'm gonna try cutting it again. I'm just using like some scrap pieces from the ears. So... with the play triangle. Don't worry. I have more pictures. So almost heart-like, I think, is better because it does have a little dip. But like less of a drastic like point. What, you mean the video I have saved on Pinterest? I can play it again for you, Emily. It's a very chaotic video. You're so welcome. Dear Diary. Okay, and we have a tongue. This, by the way, if you're like, oh my god, Megan, passwords or something, don't. This was a test print. I needed to clean my printer heads, so there's nothing on here unless, you know, this is exciting for anyone. Don't worry. Not accidentally giving away the most exciting, yeah. Like, if I'm just looking for a scrap piece of paper, perfect, you know? Rather than wasting. Tension, yeah. But yeah, I definitely recommend if you're doing felt, cutting out a paper shape first, because then you can do things like this and say, okay, very cute, little bit too big. Or is it? Maybe just round the bottom just a tiny touch more. There we go. A little bit rounder, less square tongue. And then you can put it on your shape and cut it out. Or put it on your felt. So that you're not wasting. Better sit down for the show, 'cause I'm gonna show you how it's done. And the nice thing with felt is that you can keep trimming it until you get it just the way you want. And if you end up being like, wow, actually now it doesn't look right at all, you have your paper template to go back to. Have a good night, Sharn. Thanks for hanging out. Have a nice weekend. Oh. Okay. I'll probably go after I cut out the teeth. I'll post pictures, though, of what he looks like all finished and glued. I just hear James starting to cook dinner in the kitchen, and so I would like to help with that. Did any of that help, Allison, or did you have more questions about felt and working with it? It was you who said that you had questions, right? I think. Dinner. Yeah, I don't know what he's making. It's one of our meal kits, so something tasty. That might be a little bit big. Oh no, it's okay. I just gotta shove it up there. Phrasing. Oh my god. A perfect angel baby. So I just have to make his little stripes for over here now. And his little circles. And he's all done. Thank you, Ren. I appreciate that. He's so cute. I agree.
I found my people.
Thank you for that follow, by the way. Welcome in. Old magazine cartoon cats? Yeah, I think... Is this still my paste message? Yeah, this is the listing. That's where I got him off Etsy. Oh, and they did his paws, too. They did little paw pads. So, I can do that as well. I wish that I had, like... a felt hole puncher, you know, like one that would punch perfect circles. Yeah, he needs his beans. It's got little beans. He definitely needs those. Ren, are you a crafter? And if so, what kinds of crafts do you do? Oh. Yeah, I guess that my silhouette could. I don't have a mat, though, for it. That's my own fault. I just have regular paper cutting mats right now for the silhouette. But that's a good idea. I don't think that I have cookie cutters that are small enough for the circles I need for his little head. Also a good idea. Yeah. Oh well, it's okay. Oh, Patch. Yes. I do. I think I saw it recently when I was cleaning. Wait, it's right here. I was about to say F to the compass that I'll never find again. I don't know if a craft knife would fit. But you know what else I could also always do is use like a fabric pen or something. Hold on. He's being whiny because James has started to cook dinner and he's in the office still. So he cannot beg for dinner scraps. But I could put a felt or a, like a fabric pen in this. And just trace the circles directly onto the fabric to cut out. I'll get a fabric pencil. And I'll do that. It's a lot less fiddly. Alright, how to... Look at this one that I just found. So much head empty. I think that's a good shape for the lower brow or the lower black. And then the same thing for the top, but just a little bit longer. Now this pencil doesn't show up on the fabric. That's fine. His teeth should be a little bit more out like that. Based on these photos, it shouldn't come straight down. They should go out to the side a little. He's gonna be so cute! Alright. I promise I will update and share photos. But I am going to go and cook some dinner. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, friends. I will be back on Monday, and we will be... I don't know what we'll be crafting. That's for me to decide over the weekend, but... Ooh, yes, please do. But yeah, have a really good weekend. Thank you all for coming over and hanging out. Thank you. That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button, Megan. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the subs and the follows. Oh, we have a... I'm putting this in live announcements. I forgot to do a sticker giveaway today. So I will do one on Monday. There we go. That way I don't forget. But have a really great rest of your time zone, friends. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. As a reminder, I do not stream on the weekends, so I will be back instead on Monday at 3 Eastern. You can join us, though, on Discord. Share pictures of your pets and your crafts. Whatever. Here's my social media if you want to give me a follow over there. That's cool, too. And if not, I'll just see you on Monday, I hope. Okay? Have a really great weekend. Let me see who's on that we can go and say hi to. Of course. Thank you for being here. All right. Let's get some raid messages. That first one is if you are a subscriber. And the second one is if you are a follower. Grab the one that pertains to you. And let's go and say hello to... Positively Crafty. Let's go say hi. All right. Have a good weekend, friends. I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye.